Hello, 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 everyone. How's everybody doing this evening? Florida girl, number one. There you go, girl. Hello, PG. Much love. Much love to you. Number two, cool change. How you doing, sweetie? How you doing tonight? Robin, number three. How you doing, hon? And Palm Patrol, you are number four. Hi, Mama PG Chat Mods. Hello to you, sweetie. Hello to you. It is a beautiful evening tonight. Beautiful. It's a beautiful day today. It is what it is. PG. I like that. I like that, girl. Absolutely. Hey, Lady Q, how you doing tonight, sweetie? How you doing, Tammy? Paula? How's everybody doing tonight? Cool Gamer, how you doing tonight? Our bucket list has holes. Karen. Hey, David, good to see you in here, hon. Good to see you. He's probably in here every night, but I get so busy sometimes right off the bat I don't get to really spend much time in the chat. That's why I try to do it before when I come in here, before everything gets going, right? Say hello to everyone. I appreciate you being here supporting Summer Moon Utah Wells and her channel. God bless. How you doing? How you doing, Dartmouth? How you doing? Linda, how you doing tonight? Just pink hand waving. Pink hand waving. Beautiful sunflower, how are you doing, sweetie? Hello, PGs and Summer's Army. Purple hearts, much love. Amen. Texas Brat, how you doing tonight, sweetie? Good evening, PG. More purple hearts, Summer's Army. Amen. Absolutely, ladies. I appreciate you putting that up for her. I really do. God bless. Hey, Susie Q, how you doing tonight, sweetie? How you doing? I'm trying to fight my way to the bottom of all of this. Hey, Patsy, I see you, girl. I see you. Aw. Prayers for Summer. Love and prayers for little Summer. God bless. I appreciate that, Linda. Appreciate it. Hey, Justice, how you doing tonight, hon? How you doing? God bless. Much love. Oh, mommy is 6. Hey, a beautiful sunflower. I'm gonna tell you, beautiful sunflower is beautiful. She's a real sweetheart. God bless. A real sweetheart. I'm heading down to the bottom of this. Oh, that is beautiful. 3 flying doves. Sorry for your loss, David. Yeah, absolutely. We are all sorry for your loss. Absolutely. Hey, Pam, how you doing tonight, sweetie? Oh, right there. My sweet Norway. My sweet Norway's in here. To my lovely mentor, I miss you. Much love to you, my friend. Much love to you, sweetie. I've been worried about you. Been wondering where you was. Good to see you in here. Good to see you in here. You definitely have been on my mind over the past few weeks. To be honest, you have been on my mind. I've been wondering, worrying. So I'm so glad to see you're here. You're doing good. Amen. Happy hump day. Yeah. I'm going to be screaming, thank God it's Friday, right? One more day, and then it is Friday. Thank God. I love Friday. I love the weekends. I don't come in on Fridays because from Friday evening to Saturday evening is the 7th. That is the 7th. So I take the 7th off. I do not come in on the day of rest. I take that off. But God willing, I'll be back in either Saturday night or Sunday. Oh, that is so sweet, Mama Six. Praying for you, Miss Norway. Amen. God bless. God bless. Okay. I'm going to start off with something I think you guys will find interesting. It has nothing to do with the Summerwells case. Well, unless Don and Candace want to get their souls ready, right? Maybe they want to confess and get their souls ready. But other than that, no, it doesn't. But I found it to be very interesting, and I thought that you might be interested as well. Seeing that we are a family over here that prays together, and a family that prays together stays together, right? So anyway, I wanted to show you that. Hold on just a second. I didn't leave y'all. I'm just talking with my daughter for 1 second. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. My daughter was sharing some of her pizza with me. So, God bless, right? God bless. That child's a beautiful child. She want to make sure her mommy had some pizza too. I'm not going to argue with that. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that, sweetie. Thank you. Okay. Okay. PG's back. Anyway, um, the Euphrates River is an international waterway that is drying up, right? It's drying up. It divides Syria. I just wanted to show you guys some of the history upon it and where it's at. Kuwait and Turkey. It's like a super long river. The Bible, written over 2,000 years ago, in which it predicted that the Euphrates River will dry up. It predicted this. Right here, right? It tells you that the angels who had the trumpets released the 4 angels who were bound at the great river Euphrates, and 4 angels who had been kept ready for this very hour and day and month and year were released to kill 1/3 of mankind. Now listen to this. It says right here, Revelation 16:12, the 6th angel poured out his bowl on the great river Euphrates, and its water was dried up to prepare the way for the king from the east, meaning Jesus to come, to be able to come through. Pretty much the rapture, right? Pretty much the rapture. Now this river, I'm going to show you right there, 2023. It says that the river, one of the world's longest rivers, has finally run dry as a result. Well, they're trying to tell you, they're trying to, excuse it away with science, because that's what, that's what scientists do, right? When they can't explain it, they explain it away with, usage and the hot sun and not enough rain. But no, this river, as you see right here, has dried up. It doesn't say it's drying up. It says it has dried up. So, get your house in order, people. If you're not saved, I suggest you get saved, right? If you have not been walking the right path, I suggest you start walking the right path. It's better to be ready than to be sorry. If you get left behind, you can't rewind. What I'm trying to say is, when the Lord comes, and it sounds to me like this river is dried up, he's coming soon. And when he comes, after that, there's going to be no, there's going to be no repenting. There's going to be no being ready and waiting to go. You're going to be left behind. And when you're left behind, there's only one way out, right? One way out if you refuse to number 666. So get your house in order. This is, this is news that everyone should know. This is something that, this is a sign. This is a sign that we're in the last days and that we need to prepare ourselves, right? We ain't got time to run back and get no oil for our lanterns. We need to be packing all that oil and keeping our lanterns burning by being kind, caring, doing God's will instead of our own, being the people God wants us to be instead of the people we have been, right? This is awful scary. So, I I came past it and I thought, this is something I really did want to share with everyone here. I really wanted to share that with everyone here because I think it's important. I think it's important to know if your house is not in order, you have not got it right with God, please be getting it right. Please be getting it right. But I did want to bring that to the table tonight. I wanted to share it with you all. Well, yeah, absolutely. God gives us a suit of armor to, just stand up against the wells of evilness, right? Absolutely. Absolutely. He does, but he also wants us to, love everybody and try to turn people that he wants us to help bring others to the throne also, right? He wants us to help people. I mean, if someone isn't treating you right, you might want to work with them, and if you find that you can't change them and you can't change their heart and how they feel about you, kick the dust off your feet and move on. That's not your problem, not your fault any longer, right? That's not your fault any longer. I mean, kick that dust off your feet and move forward. Absolutely. But we don't have time in this life to be hating on people. We got to be trying to love people and care about people and pray that their heart changes, that God lightens their heart and makes them into better people, for your sake, their sake, and everyone's sake. Absolutely. So, yeah, I just wanted to put that out there because personally, it opened my eyes to how close we really are to going home. And I mean a permanent home, right? It's going to be permanent. So definitely get your house in order. Try to be a better person and get on that righteous path. Absolutely. And that's a scary thought that this particular river has dried up and making way. You've seen what it said. It's making way for the King, which is Jesus Christ, to come through. And we know when he comes through, what does that mean? That means that he's going to be taking all God's people off the earth. He's going to take all the people off the earth, because as long as the Holy Spirit is upon the earth, evil cannot rise up. So that when the rapture comes, all of God's children are going to be taken. And only bad people are going to be left behind. People that, people that didn't. It's going to be all the people that, thought they still had time to get saved. Thought that, they still have plenty of time. It's not that they're evil. It's just that they didn't get righteous. They waited too long. And there's going to be evil people left too, and it's going to be sad because, like I said, all the people ain't going to be evil. Some of them have just waited too long. They just waited too long to get on their knees and accept Jesus Christ into their life, to get baptized, to find a church and to get baptized and to really change their way and start walking on the right road. And they're going to be, stuck here, scared with some really evilness happening, right? And they have good reason. They'll have very good reason to be afraid. Absolutely. Because they're going to be, trying to run, and then when they're found, they're going to have a choice. They're going to have to make the choice. of getting unalived or taking that number. And, who wants to be left here with that type of evilness at their, at their back? Nobody. And, all you had to do was just accept Jesus Christ into your heart, your life, and let him know, that you're sorry for everything you've ever done and that you need him and you want him, and, that you're ready. You're ready to change who you are and how you are. If he'll have you. And I'm sure he will. And that's, as simple as that. Get to a church, get baptized. You go down with your eyes closed and you come up with them open. You come up a whole different person, a new person. A person that will be living forever, right? Forever in eternity. It's that simple. Don't cost a dime. Not a dime. You just got to do it. I suggest people get it done. You ain't done it, please get it done. Okay, I'm going to, I appreciate everybody taking time to listen to me through this, because it's just something I felt was important to bring out here to warn people about. I hope you warn others. I hope you warn others about this. Wow. I appreciate that, sweetie. Super sticker. Yes. God bless. God bless. I appreciate you supporting Summer's channel, hon. Absolutely. I really do. Tonight we're going to go over some new news that came out, right? It's some new news that came out from Candace's ex-boyfriend. Actually, the boyfriend she denies being her boyfriend. Richard. And Richard, I guess, has come out and said that, had come out and talked about Candace's baby, and that it was a possibility it was not John's baby. They call him Joe John, but there's a possibility that it wasn't his. That and Joe John is the one that they found unalived, and with those some kind of pain patches or something all over him. And that happened about a month after him and Candace had went into someone else's home. So I guess another man has come, had came forth and attacked Richard, told Richard, well, they had words, right? They exchanged some words, and said some things to Richard, about the baby's culture, but that doesn't concern me. A child is a child, culture does not concern me at all. There is one race, and that is a human race. What I did find that did seem to mean something is he also said that Candace had him take her. So basically, I thought at first she was living with Grandis, right? At first, I thought she was living with Grandis, right here, in a trailer park, right? I thought she was living with Grandis because Grandis, we know Grandis likes to live in trailers. But I guess Michael was the one that lived at the trailer park, and that is who Candace was living with. And she had Richard take her to Michael's to get her Social Security check out of the mailbox. Now, that would explain why Candace has kept the name Bly instead of taking the name Wells. It's because she has been getting Social Security. It would also explain why why they did not file the marriage license until recently, right? Until they needed to file it to keep from having to testify against one another. So that would explain why they had the marriage ceremony but didn't ever turn in the certificate to have it put on file. There you go. It's because Candace, I believe, was actually, actually drawing Social Security, right? And she didn't want that to stop. That's another reason why Donald probably did not give her no money, right? I would say. Sorry, but I just had to get a bite of food there. Um, but yeah. Um, and here's what gets me. Donald probably wasn't giving her any money because she got her own. Her mother got Social Security. Candace got Social Security. So that's probably why, he wasn't giving her a lot of extra money and stuff. It's because she had her own money. And, but yet, what really gets me is the fact that Candace sat there and took advantage of, a lot of people on Social Security and a lot of people that, didn't have a lot of good-hearted people who didn't have a lot for themselves was actually sending gift cards, money, right? Gifts and all kinds of things to the Wells, because Candace was acting like Don didn't give her nothing. She didn't have anything. And these people were all people that needed that money for medicines, people that needed that money for other things, right? And decided to help her. Because they felt, they didn't know she was getting a Social Security check. They thought she was getting nothing. They thought she was relying all upon Don Wells. Well, now we know she wasn't. So, she kind of took those people, to the cleaners, right? She basically, under false pretenses, got people to donate and give to her. Because Kathy had no idea. That Candace was getting a Social Security check. Candace was actually, because Social Security goes, it's direct deposit, right? It's direct deposit. For most people, it's direct deposit. I know I know my mother had hers going direct deposit. Um, so most people, um, like my aunt and, you know, and uncle, I know that, if you take them to the store or something, you know, they use their credit card because their money goes direct deposit. So with that being said, um, she just didn't ever let, she didn't let Kathy see her card, right? She was just letting all that money build up and living off of Kathy. But I'm sure at times Kathy seen her get things and didn't know, maybe even a candy bar or something, and wondered, hey, how's she getting that? Right? She's so broke. How's she getting some little things with, when she's supposed to have something? I'm sure all those months, she couldn't hold out not spending something. But with Candace, who knows? I don't know. But yeah, so she was banking all that Social Security money and living off of other people's. That's so wrong. That's so wrong. No, I don't think she ever lost. I don't think she ever lost her Social Security. I think Candace still gets Social Security right now as we speak. I mean, I'm sure that she's probably going to end up, maybe having to answer some questions. Now that people found out that she did get it, that she was getting it. I'm sure there's going to be some questions upon it. Absolutely. But I just thought that, I thought that's more important. That was more important than, three men fighting over whose child it is. It doesn't matter whose child it was, just thank God that, the hospital came in, made sure it didn't leave with Candace, and, social workers and so forth and so on, made sure that the baby went to a place where it could be taken care of and truly wanted and loved. And I'm sure wherever that child is, wherever it is probably living a beautiful life, right? Like the boys are now. The way that, her first two children are doing now. So I really wasn't concerned over the fighting, but I did want to explain that I'm pretty sure it was Michael living here, not Candace. Candace was living in this place with probably the Michael guy. And at the time, she was living here supposedly with Michael, 4 minutes away from Joe John. Yeah, just 4 minutes away from the other guy she was slipping around and seeing also, and was trying to convince everyone that it was his child. I truly believe that she had Michael believing it was his. She had Joe John believing it was his, and maybe she didn't know whose it was. I don't know. I mean, you can't see 2 or 3 different guys and know for sure, for sure whose child it is. That's probably impossible. But this is where, Joe John was living, is here at the time. And Candace was obviously, having a dual relationship with Michael and Joe John. And then she got with Richard. And, Joe John, well, he passed away. Michael, thought that he had had a child in the mix of everything, and was putting up a little bit of ruckus with Richard over it all. But it was what it was. I don't know. I don't know. Now, Social Security depends on what type you get. It depends on what type you get, and it sounds like Candace was getting, it sounds to me like Candace was getting Social Security. It sounds to me like Grandis hooked Candace up on Social Security when she was a child, when she was, because she had the medical problems. And it sounds to me like someone had been getting a check for Candace, through her childhood, teenhood, and then she obviously started getting it in her adulthood. And from there, she was collecting her own Social Security, because she asked a guy to go help her pick it up. So I'm sure that's the type she's on. And I don't know if you're allowed to work or not work on it. I have no idea. I have no idea about, Social Security laws. I just know that if you're getting money, you shouldn't be asking and lying to people and saying you're not, and getting people to take their hard-earned money and money they may need to help you because they feel sorry for you, and you don't deserve to be felt sorry for, because you're using these people. At that point, you're using them. You're keeping yours and trying to live off theirs. You're giving them a sad song and trying to live off of them, and that's not right. That's not right. So, I think that was the bigger picture in all of this, to be perfectly honest with you. I'm just saying that is the bigger picture for me. It wasn't righteous. It wasn't righteous. That's all I'm saying. Because, a lot of people that's on Social Security, they eat very little, right? They eat very little. Hey, I appreciate that super sticker. I really do. God bless. And I know Summer would appreciate it also. I appreciate you helping support her channel. Hey, I appreciate this super sticker as well. $1.99. God bless. Absolutely. God bless. That will be very helpful when the debt for StreamYard and apps that I use and so forth come up for me to have to pay for. So I appreciate your support and helping me keep this channel running. So that's what I wanted to bring to everyone's attention tonight, is that little bit that I thought, like I said, I thought that's more important than anything else. Because Candace was telling people that she needs money to eat. Remember at Benny's, she was acting like she needed money to get a hamburger and so forth and so on. And she was getting money the whole time. She didn't need other people's money. She had her own, right? She had her own, and she had no bills. The only thing she needed and no children to support. So all she really needed to do is take care of herself, and she had enough to more than take care of herself. Another super sticker. I appreciate that. God bless. God bless. I appreciate your support for Summer's channel, Diana. Absolutely. God bless. Yeah, so that is sweet, Justin. Prayers for Miss Norway. Absolutely. Absolutely. We always keep Norway in our prayers. We always keep Miss Norway in our prayers. we pray for one another, right? We pray for one another here. I appreciate that. Absolutely, Justin. Absolutely. Thank you so much for your support to mine and PG. Amen. Amen. Miss Norway said, Justin, you are so sweet and lovely. Thank you. And she put up a heart for much love. God bless. Sunflower May said, Miss Norway, prayers going up for you. Absolutely. Absolutely. You guys are so wonderful. You guys are super, super beautiful people. I just want you to know that. Something else I wanted to share tonight also is something I was looking upon the Wells, you know, the Wells channel, YouTube channel that they have. And that I guess Tim Mullins runs. Tim Mullins, I guess, runs the Wells official channel, family channel. But there's something that, you know, I seen there and I didn't know how to take it. Maybe you can help me out on this. Maybe you guys can help me for once. All right? Because I really didn't know how to take this. I'm going to pop it up. And I'd like to know what you think about this particular incident that I came across. Somebody, I believe possibly Robin, I know it's from the church, wrote each one of the boys a message. Each one of the boys. This message is to Josie. Cast all your anxieties on him because he cares for you. 1 Peter 5:7. Cast all your anxieties on him because he cares for you. Now, I noticed in the picture with Josie, they made sure Summer was you know, visual to be seen. I did take note of that. Now I don't understand it, but you know, this is something new I just came across. So yeah, I agree. She is a con artist. Absolutely. And Dawn's one as well. Yeah, I think she had Kathy paying a lot of things for her. I feel sorry for Kathy. I'm sorry that, you know, she went through the trauma that they put her through. You know, and I hope that, you know, I hope she's able to get past all of this, right? I know it's hard to get past things when, you know, when you feel that someone betrayed you so horribly. You mistake that hurt, because the hurt's so deep, you mistake it for anger. A lot of people do that, right? A lot of people do that. And but I hope Kathy's able to move forward, you know, and understand this wasn't about her. This was about Candace, right? This was all about Candace. It wasn't about Kathy. Kathy just happened to be the victim, right? She just happened to be the victim to a sinister human being, and I'm truly sorry for that. Absolutely. But I gotta wonder. I understand it is a Bible verse, but Bible verses are messages, right? Bible verses are messages. It's, and Josie's message, the three boys' message were not the same. Each boy's message was different. That's what bothers me. Is it's like they were giving each boy their own message. And this is the one they gave Josie. Let's go on. Now this is the one they gave Waylon. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Psalms 46:1. This is to Waylon. And if you took note, they have the two boys, but some are way up there. Kind of, you can't see her because she's at the main top of the stairs looking down. Or that might be Josie. I'm not sure. If it looks like Summer. Could possibly be Josie. But they gave him a message as well. I mean, they said a very present help in trouble. Why would they feel he's in trouble? God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Well, I mean, I don't understand that one. I really don't. And then they gave the younger boy one as well. This is to the younger one, Wylan. And they said, do not be afraid or discouraged, for the Lord himself does, man, that is blurry. Himself goes before you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. I mean, what is, why give each one of the children a different message? No, because they said that actually in this particular video, they said, I hope that you boys are seeing this. I hope you guys are seeing this video. So I think they think that the boys are watching, or at least a couple of the boys. I mean, I just found it to be odd to be sending each one of the boys different messages, especially, the older and the middle boys' messages were, I don't understand the, logic behind it all. I'm sure there's a reason for everything. I do know that. And there was a reason for this. I know that as well. And whoever wrote these messages, was, like I said, wrote this, was sending a message to each one of the children. Why? For what reason? I don't know. But these were special hand-picked messages sent to these children. That's what I'm trying to say, which is odd. That's kind of odd, if you ask me. I don't know. I mean, it could, it seems handpicked from what I'm reading. Also, they took the pictures of these books down at the swimming hole. A picture of these books at the pond where summer was last. Really last seen, to be honest. Was at this water hole that day. And I mean, these don't look like Bibles to me. It said young scholars study Bibles. It's not like a real Bible. I don't think it's more of a, I don't know, more of a something. I don't know. I just know it's not Holy Bible, right? It's not a King James Holy Bible. This is more of a I guess different phrases in the Bible or something, things obviously took from the Bible, put in here for them to study. I don't know. But anyway, these particular books have a sword on them, right? They have a sword on them. That seems strange to give the young children a book with a sword on it. That just seems weird to me. But Waylon's name is on the first one. Wyatt's name is on the second one. And Josie's name's on the last one. So I don't know. I just quite found this to be odd. I found it to quite be odd. I know Summer, is, protected by the cross. I know that she has, God and Jesus and the angels watching over her right now. And I'm very thankful for that, right? I'm very thankful for that. But, I just find some of the stuff I just find some of the videos and the things that and books and when it comes to the boys and so forth, I just find some of the things they're doing to be super kind of weird, if you ask me. Kind of, I don't know. It just, I don't know. Is it to keep them in submission? I don't know. I have no idea. I question everything, right? I question everything in this case because you have to. You have to question everything in order to get to the truth, right? And that's just one of the things right now that, I'm questioning. Absolutely, I'm questioning it. It makes me wonder. It absolutely makes me wonder. Robin, I got to admit that that church did act awful weird after Summer came up missing, right? They acted really weird. Um, they did act really weird, and I don't know. I don't know. Just just being honest, I have I have no idea. So about it, they were singing some songs. Um, I had some children singing a song talking about crashing to the ground. All you got to do is put your hand up. Um, they were talking about, I don't know. Then they read some kind of story and and tells the child, "Oh, you got the gist of the story." Um, you know, telling the child that they have to constantly be telling God to forgive them. You know, outside when you go outside, make sure you ask God to forgive you and stuff like that. And I'm like, you know, I understand that it's important to have, the fear of God in a human. Absolutely. It's important to, let anyone, child, teenager, young adult, middle age, old, it's important, to let people know that, yeah, you know, God's a beautiful God, and he's full of love and kindness and caring. But if you ain't the right type of person, absolutely, uh, hell is real, right? Absolutely. But, you know, I'm not going to tell my child that you got to constantly be asking for forgiveness, especially a child, because a child, I mean, a child is protected by God anyway. They know not what they do. Why do you want to, why do you want to feed something like that into a child? I mean, yes, if the child lies, of course you're going to have to say, hey, God don't like liars, and you better not be lying, right? Man, nobody wants to end up in a bad place. You need to learn to tell the truth, because that's what God wants you to do. But you don't tell your child that that they need to go outside. And why do you got to go outside and do it? You can ask forgiveness. If you do something wrong, you can ask forgiveness no matter where you're at. You don't have to go outside. I don't understand the outside thing. I mean, it's something you would have to listen to for yourself to understand where I'm coming from and what I'm saying. But this is just, in the video, something they were saying to a child, and I couldn't agree with that. I was like, what? Right? I don't understand. I don't understand. I'm just going to be honest. That church just seems to be kind of weird to me. They seem to have every book except the Bible, right? Where is the Holy Bible? Where is the King James Holy Bible in this church? Right? That's what I want. And then Robin says she wanted to take the Bible away from the kids to get a picture, but she gave up the fight of trying to take the Bible away from them because they wanted to hang on to a Bible. They wouldn't give it to her. What is that about? I mean, I would think you'd want to hand each one. They were holding on to one Bible. The four of these children were holding on to one Bible. I would think you would want, and she's trying to take that one Bible away from them, from how she's explaining it. Why would you not want to hand each one of them a Bible and take the picture, right? I mean, each one of them should have had a Bible. I don't know. Why give them some book with a sword on it when you could give them a King James Bible with their names on it that they can read front to back the way the Bible was meant to be read? I don't know. I just find it a lot to be weird in all of this. I find it weird that, that Robin and his church don't seem, they're like, oh, well, ha ha ha, it doesn't matter. Summer's missing. Candace and Donald, it's not about Summer. It's not about her. Come on, what's going on here? What is going on here? Why are these people, why are they so weird, right? This isn't normal behavior, folks. It's not normal behavior at all, right? I'm just saying. I don't know. Nothing's been normal about this case from day one. Something's really weird. And the more the more you research and look into things, it gets creepier, right? It gets creepier. I'm not lying, at all. They still members. They still members of it, they're brainwashed. They are brainwashed. For real. They're brainwashed in that church. I'm not lying. They're seriously brainwashed in that church. So, I don't know. I mean, I have no idea. Tim Mullins is another, Tim Mullins is another, mystery, right? He's another mystery in all of this. I mean, he says he doesn't know the Wells, didn't know the Wells before, before Summer went missing. But indeed, I think he did. And because, when Candace was going to the prayer vigils, right? He was standing right there. He was, he was standing right there. Matter of fact, I will put content together and bring it out, God willing, tomorrow night. But I will put content together to, basically give you guys an overall view of how weird, the timeline is where Tim Mullins is concerned as well. I've often suspected him. in having a hand of whatever went down, right? I mean, he just seems so weird and creepy. You know, something ain't right about him as well. I mean, he could just be a weird old creepy person. I don't know. But something don't seem right with him and his relationship with the Wells. You know, it's not like he's a media manager, you know, someone just trying to hand out a little friendly advice or something. It's like he stepped in and he's tried to take over, you know, take control and write the narrative of everything going down. Like he's wanting to control the narrative of everything. It's like it's got to go past him. It, you know, he has to approve it. It ain't the Wells approving anything. It's Tim's approving everything. Um, and I don't understand why he feels he has a right to have that kind of power, you know, over this case or over the Wells, right? That's another big red flag right there. It's a big red flag. Um, and not only that, but I also heard that, you know, he hangs in a circle of, you know, of I don't want to say, you know, higher ups because he ain't that, you know, I would be giving him too much credit at that point. But he is hanging in a circle that, you know, does hold some clout, right? That does hold some clout. And that's weird as well. Yeah, Tim was married. Tim did have a wife. Yes, he was married. Him and his wife used to go to this certain place, and matter of fact, he revisits that place from time to time. Um, and yes, he was married. Absolutely. Um, he has been married, Justin. Um, and I do believe he does have some children as well. Um, a daughter, I'm sure. And so, yeah, he did have a wife. His wife passed away. And like I said, you know, there's this certain place that I guess he had fond memories of going and, you know, being at and so forth with his wife. And he visits that place. He visits it there, goes and visits there from time to time. Actually, he did a video on it. I did watch it, and yeah, I've had my eye on Tim um, early on in all of this because, you know, he was so creepy. I took a lot of notes on him. But yes, he was married. So yeah, yeah, I do my homework on all of these people, right? I do that. Yeah. So yeah, he is creepy. I got to agree with that. He's creepy. I seen him, you know, I really like observation because, you know, it lets you stand at afar and actually calculate how someone is. It tells you a lot about a human's character. Um, Actually, it tells you a lot about their body, mind, and soul if you know what you're doing. Um, but I find that, I found that Tim Mullins did some strange things. He did some really strange things that were awful odd to me, right? He did some odd stuff. Um, for sure. He absolutely did some odd things. Tim Mullins is pretty wealthy. Yes, he is. Tim Mullins don't hurt for money. Trust and believe me that he doesn't hurt for no money. He Tim Mullins got a nice home, a nice nest egg. Um, he lives nothing like the Wells at all. Um, he has a clean home. He dresses in pretty good pretty good linens, I can say. And he takes Tim Mullins does take pride in his appearance. He does take pride in his education. Um, he's a little weird, you know. I you know, some people might say eccentric, but I think eccentric is the wrong word for Tim Mullins. That is definitely the wrong word for Tim Mullins. He is not eccentric. I mean, eccentric is someone that kind of fancies, they kind of fancy things a little bit differently than the norm. Um, you know, but they're still normal. Um, Tim Mullins don't, you know, that ain't the word for him. I think the word for him is creepy, right? That creepy fits him. Mm, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I think Tim Mullins was, reaching for the stars, and I mean, in his professional life, he was reaching for the stars, but he only caught the moon. Um, if you know what I'm saying. I think he was, I don't think he has some disappointments in his life, you know. I do think he has, like I said, he was reaching for the stars, he caught the moon. Um, So he didn't, he aimed high. He aimed high, and everyone should. Everyone should. But, maybe not high enough. I don't know. Blue Solo cups. Yeah. Please fill me up. All right. My solo cup. Please fill me up. Um. Yeah. Yeah. He wanted to be a country singer. Um. Tim Mullins. You know, I'm going to tell you the one thing I've learned about, the one thing I have personally learned about, people, you know, people growing old, people growing older. Um, they also grow a conscience, right? As we progress through life, you know, um, as we progress through life, um, we don't only grow, don't only grow wiser, but we also grow, we also grow more of a conscience as people get older. And, you know, and that can be problematic. That can be problematic if you don't know where to draw lines at, right? And if you're if you don't know where to draw the line. I mean, it's okay to grow a conscience as you get older because your foot's sliding and you probably ain't going to be here much longer. So it's okay to grow that conscience. I think that's what Tim kind of did here at the end um, of this, of this case, um, of this particular case of Summer Moon Utah Wells. I think that, um, I think early on, Tim didn't really have a conscience. But as this case has progressed, um, I took note that, I've seen the change. I've seen the change in Tim. And I did take note that, one of the last videos that he did, he was just, clarifying that no way in hell someone came up that hill and back down it with a 40, 50-pound child. I mean, he needed to, get in that rough situation in order to realize how difficult it could be. And he found out, right? He found out. And I think he wanted others to understand, hey, no way. And I give him a thumbs up for that. I did see a change in him. I really did. And I think God's working with him. I think God's working with him. And I was glad to see that. I really was. It was good to see, some honesty, some normalness, something different out of Tim. So, you know, it is what it is. He is very odd. Yes, definitely odd. You know, but like I said, as people get older, they do change. They do change. They, you know, something gets in them. And, you know, when you know that, when you know, when you know you're living on borrowed time, um, it can change your whole perspective of life, right? It can change. I mean, you know now that you know. I mean, whether the Lord comes or not, whether Jesus Christ comes or not, man. When you know when a you know the Lord giveth, the Lord taketh away. Now, when it gets took away, it's gone, right? It's gone. That was your judgment day right there. When it gets taken away, you ain't got no more time to say sorry. You ain't got no more time to be getting righteous. You ain't got no more time to be, I mean, you got to start doing all of this before it gets took away, right? You got to do all that before it gets took. I mean, while the Lord's given it, you better be using it for the good. And I think Tim understands that. And I think he was trying to, you know, and I think he was trying to let everyone know, hey, I'm trying to help. You know, I'm really trying to help in this case. I'm trying to, you know, be honest where this case is concerned. And I found he was in that particular video. I found that he was honest. So I have to give him credit for that. Amen. That's right. That's right, Trevor. We do. And you know, we all fall short. Every last one of us fall short. The glory of God, right? We all let our emotions sometimes get the best of us, right? Because it's just human. It's just human. You know, when someone comes at you, it's just human to go back at them. You know, it's not right. It's not right, you know, to trade evil for evil. Absolutely not. It's not right to trade evil for evil. It's not. You're not supposed to have anything to do with evilness. If someone's evil to you, then you're supposed to, you know, steer clear of them and let the Lord take care of them. You're supposed to leave them to God, and He will fight your battles if you do that. Absolutely. He will. Right? And sometimes that's what we forget. Sometimes that, you know, being human and getting wrapped up in everyday busy lives and so forth, we forget. We forget to just leave it to God and let those people move on. I know I have. You know, I know I have went back at people when I should have just, you know, just said, look, God, I need to leave this person to you. You see how they are, what they're doing, and I'm sorry they are, you know, and moved on. Shake the dust from my feet. I used to be pretty good at it till I got out here on YouTube, right? then I kind of went back to my old stomping ground. You know, I got mixed up in that old stomping ground again. And probably shouldn't have. So, and I'm sorry for that. Truly am. The only thing I could say to God is, look, I didn't cross nobody that didn't cross me first. But, I don't think that's going to matter. I could spin it any way I want to try to make it sound right, but it was still wrong. It is what it is. I don't know, Sharon. Nobody's paying, I'm going to tell you, nobody's paying Tim Mullins a dime. No one's paying Tim Mullins one dime in all of this. He's making nothing. So that makes me even more suspicious as to why he's wrapped up in it. Right? He don't plan on writing a book. He ain't trying to make a movie. I mean, he's not selling anything. I mean, he's not even monetizing. He's not even monetizing and to make anything for the boys or, to help bring summer home. I don't know. I have no idea. Yeah. So, yeah, I can't figure why he wants so much control in this case. I can't understand why everything's got to be clarified through him with the wells have to, the wells or whoever wants to do something has to go through him to get it done. I mean, he's got so much authority upon all of this, so much power over all of this, and it's not normal. It's not normal for an outsider to insert themselves this dramatically, right? This dramatically in this case where the parents are concerned, right? Where the parents are concerned. Don't make no sense to me. It's almost as if, somehow he got control over everything. And who gave him control? Did the church give him the control? Did the Wells give him the control? I mean, I don't think Don and Candace gave him this type of control. I really don't. I think it seems more to me that Don and Candace is being pressured to give him control. Now, who's pressuring them? Who's pressuring them? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I seen, I know Don and Candace well enough to know they don't keep anyone in their life as long as they kept Tim Mullins, right? And I also know that they haven't been happy with keeping Tim Mullins. But for some reason, Tim Mullins ain't going nowhere. And that is a big red flag, right? And he's not Don's bestie. Trust me, he's not Don's bestie. And when Don came out of jail, when Don came out of jail, when when Don actually found out that Tim downloaded his whole phone, you know, um, acting as if, acting as if something happened, he has backup for it. And it's just a favor to Don. Um, and that means he went through all of Donald's personal business, right? Because when you're downloading something, um, then you're seeing you're seeing it all. You're seeing it all. Don't kid me. Um, you know, it 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 downloads and all pops up and it's right there before your eyes, and definitely you're going to read into it, right? Absolutely. And to look it over. And I think Don, here's to my understandings. When Tim did that, from my understandings, it upset at Don pretty bad. And I know Don Wells pretty good. And I'm telling you, he would have canned Tim if he could have canned him over after doing something like that. He'd have rolled his ass right off the hill. Now, why he isn't rolled off the hill, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It seems like there's something more powerful, in the works of all of this. It's like, Don and Candace are going to cooperate in a certain area whether they want to or not. And Tim has the power over that because he was given it by someone that's able to actually control the wells. So I don't know. I mean, that's just how it's looking to me, if you ask me. And it is suspicious, right? It is suspicious. It's way out of the norm. I'm just saying. Mother pleasure is my best friend. Amen. That cracks me up. Right? You're hilarious, Justin. That's funny stuff. Uh, Ronnie Lawson is no relation to the Wells whatsoever. Ronnie Lawson doesn't even like Don and Candace Wells. Pruitt does not like them. They have nothing to do with them whatsoever. Donald knows they disliked him, and that's why Donald did not want everything being sent through Hawkins County, because he knew that if it was, they would have probably been prosecuted. Just saying, you know. Um, and I'm sure that it's coming anyway, but it's just gotten a little delayed because of the way everything has went from day one. I mean, there's been a lot of mistakes made in all of this. A lot of mistakes has been made, right? Hindsight's always better than foresight. So, but things are, yeah. A lot of mistakes were made in the past, but they're being corrected right now. Those mistakes are all being corrected, and they won't happen again, right? And they will, they will end up getting prosecuted, I'm sure. No doubt in my mind. I'm sorry, but I have to grab some of my pizza once in a while. I attack the refrigerator at night. I really do. I'm not gonna lie. I eat more at night than I do all day long. Beautiful sunflower. Yeah, you renamed Can Can for us. I heard that. Yeah, I am definitely a night owl. Because you get up in the morning and it's like, you get up in the morning and, I mean, you grab a piece of toast or something, right? And because you're all busy. You're all busy. You make the kids breakfast and everything, and you got to get to work, and, you know, and it's like, oh my goodness. And you grab a little something, real quick, and you're on your way. And then, lunchtime comes and you decide, hey, I really don't want nothing because you want to spend that time making memes or talking to someone or something. So, you let lunch fly by. Um, and then, dinner hits and my gosh, um, at dinner time, now you're off work and you don't only have to feed up all the kids, right? You feed up all the kids, but you have to wash the breakfast dishes you put in the sink, and then you got to wash up all the dinner dishes, and you got to, hope that the kids at lunchtime, you know, didn't make too big of a mess, with their lunches that were already pre-packed for them. But you have to clean all of that up too. I mean, I got one child, I promise you, I got one child that thinks the floor is the trash can. Seriously. I don't say nothing because, you know, I don't say anything because I just thank God I'm able to clean it up, right? I thank God that I'm able to clean it up. And I don't, I mean, that's the sand in life, right? The little things that don't mean nothing. I think to myself one day I'm going to wish that trash was there, right? To clean up. So I don't mind doing it at all. but he really does. I mean, I always know where that kid's been because they are a big mess. Wherever he goes, there's a mess. Trust me. But by dinner time, you got all you done cooked, you done worked on it. You're tired. You are tired, and you got to clean everything up, right? You got to clean it all up because you can't let things go. If they go, they pile up. So you got to get everything done. And for me, then it's get my content and everything together, getting ready to come in here, you know, getting some snacks, and so forth. So when I get off of here, I'm going to hit the refrigerator straight up. I seriously am going to hit the refrigerator, throw on a freaking movie, and I probably ain't going to fall to sleep 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, right? Because it just is what it is. And a lot of times I get off of here and I'm folding laundry, putting things away, right? Throwing stuff in the washer, wiping things down. Oh, I see a speck of dust. It's got to go. So I have severe OCD. I really do. If I go to anyone's house, if I go to anyone's home and it's dirty, I'm going to tell you what. I am initiated. To clean my own home from top to bottom once I get back. And I am initiated to start cleaning their home if it's someone I know well enough that they ain't going to care for me to pitch in. So, I mean, I will be picking your house up. I promise you. I really will. I walk in, I'll be picking your house up. It's crazy. I have people that say, sit down. Come on, girl, sit down. What are you doing? You didn't come here to clean? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I'm afraid I did. You need this house clean, girlfriend. Hey, get up. What do you mean sit down? You need to get up and help me. Right? You need to get off that butt and help me. Hey, butterfly kisses. I promise you, when I seen that mattress Summer was sleeping on, oh my goodness, girl, I will tell you right now, and I am not faking at all. It really got to me. I mean, I had to change the sheets. I was going in my kids' rooms like every day. Every day. I'm like, oh my goodness. I mean, yeah, seriously. I'm going to tell you something. And my kids, my kids bath every night. They bath, get in their jammies. Half of them bath again in the morning, and get into their street clothes. So with that being said, I know their beds are clean, right? I know they are, but man, I don't know that. Like, I was flipping out over that one. I was like, oh hell no. I can't do it. Can't do it. Nope. I was sounding like Benny Keys. Just can't do it. That was awful. That was absolutely awful. I ain't ever seen nothing like that in my life. I mean, whoa. That was like, whew. That was scary. Absolutely scary to see that mattress. I ain't seen nothing that dirty. I don't think I've ever seen anything that dirty. I have seen mattresses on the side of the road that were not that dirty, right? That's the truth. That's crazy. I'm going to tell you, man, something like that, that's pure infection. That is pure infection. It's like, run. All right? Feet, don't fail me now. Get as far away from that as you can. No, they weren't. I mean, whew, absolutely not. I mean, Candace tried to say, she was doing laundry that day. What? Girl, it looked like you wasn't doing laundry in your life. What the hell was you doing with that sheet? I mean, that sucker had to be on there for, I don't know, since you guys moved up there. Right? That was crazy. Like, who in the hell dragged that mattress across the yard and back into the house? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. That was filth. Pure filth. Like, whoa. Uh-uh. But, they're at a hotel room. They're at a hotel, motel, I don't know, but this is a place where people come in every day. I mean, these people come in, they pull big carts, right? They pull a big old cart down through there, and they change the sheets every day. They come in, change the sheets, pillowcases, wipe everything down, clean everything up. I mean, they make everything beautiful. You just go sit in your car for a few minutes, and they clean the whole damn place up, right? And you walk back in, and it's like beautiful. Floors all mopped, beds made, everything spotless. It's like paradise. And the first thing they do is rip the sheets off the bed. Did you see that? I mean, really? You're in a hotel and you still ain't got sheets on the bed? What the freak's going on there? Do you got something against clean sheets? Are you serious? I was like, wow, I don't know what the hell's going on in that place. It was giving me trauma, right? And then I take a closer look, and I see, you know, well, first thing I saw was Candace extended in midair, like one of those, like Pinocchio puppet, right? I see her extended in midair. I'm like, what the hell? How she ain't sitting even, her ass ain't even touching that bed. What's going on here? Her foot split out to the, one foot going, I don't know if it was north, south, east, or west, but I do know one of them was taken off in one direction and the other one was, sliding into home base. And I was like, how the hell's this going on? And there's no chair. There's no chair legs, no chair under that ass, no bed under that ass. Right? I was like, whoa, this is some freaky shit. This ain't normal. Then I look back and there's no, the mattress is all exposed. I'm like, whoa, what the hell? They ain't even no sheets on the mattress. You're in a hotel. How the hell's this happen? Yeah. And I'm like, Why the hell did Don even do that? Why did he do this? Why did he, why did this dude have to mess up our fragile little minds with the crazy shit happening in the background of him, right? Like, okay, asshole, thanks a lot, right? We didn't need to see this. Now we all got to go see the doctor, right? We got to all go see him, the psychological doctor. Hey doc, I just can't get that shit on my head, right? No, seriously, I've been trying. Right? It's still haunting me. Yeah, I'm serious. That's some crazy stuff right there. I mean, yeah, exactly. Right. And then just imagine if you were, you know, just imagine if you was the, just imagine if you was the person that has to, if you were a worker there, you was the person having to pull that big cart down through there and go in and change all of that bedding and everything, and you go to put a pillowcase on the pillow and it's all wet and squishy. Like, what? Oh my gosh. There's a toilet right around the corner. Why didn't they just go on that, instead of the pillowcase and the pillow? I could hear Candace now. Hey, hey, Donnie, can you please throw your pillow under my backside so I can relieve myself? Right? Like, whoa. Why don't you get up out of bed and go to the damn toilet, Candace? Right? This is the conversation they're having inside that place. For real. Yeah. Gross, right? Gross. But it's true. It's real. It's real. Unbelievable. They probably had to, they probably stripped everything off because it was wet. Right? That's disgusting. Yeah. And you think that they're going to care about the maid having to handle and smell that crap? Absolutely not. I mean, she she actually gave Benny that pillow, right? She knew what she was doing. She hands him this pillow and he's hugging it and squeezing it and he's thinking it belongs to, Summer. And oh my gosh. I mean, I truly, once he found out, he kind of lost it, right? I mean, he hasn't been normal ever since. That's weird. I don't know. I have no idea. I mean, he really took one for the team. He really seriously took one for the team. You know, I mean, just just hopping in the same swimming pool with her was you know, whoa. But you know, oh no, man, that was I I know he don't find it funny, right? He ain't finding it funny, but I sure am. It's always oh shit, and choke on my own smoke. It's always funny until it happens to you. That shit ain't happening to me because I ain't getting near those folks, right? No way in hell. It's like, oh, hell no. I can't do it. Not today. Not any day. Yeah, poor Benny. I, I really, I really feel sorry for him. I really did. I mean, don't be upset with us. Be upset with the person that did it to you, right? Be upset with the person that did it. I he should never. I don't think he could ever look at Candace the same, right? And that was crazy. That was freaking insane. She's like, wow, if Benny could, if Benny could really get down with that pillow like that, he would probably love me. That's what Candace was thinking. She's like, okay, let's get rid of Donnie and you come on up here and stay. You passed the smell test. Right? Yeah, shit. he's, he's like, oh. He's like, yeah, she got past. he got he got past the smell test. He was ready to keep him. Oh shit! Benny's like, I ain't ever going back there again, right? he was he was glad he got out alive. Poor Benny. God bless, right? That is unbelievable. Yeah. And sorry that happened to him. Sorry. I'm so sorry that happened to him. Even if I don't sound like it. That's, that was some funny stuff, right? I, I have to, I have to. Them whales, man, they are sinister. They are definitely sinister. I thought, I, I thought Benny was a hood boy. He knew to not trust nobody. Right? You trust nobody. Oh, shoot. Oh, wow. They been a lot of funny stuff happening. A lot of funny stuff. Exactly. It is what it is. That exactly. Yeah, you are so right. You are so right. I'm going to tell you something. It's humans like the whales. Is why you go to a hotel and the pool's drained. All right. No swimming today. you, you always know. You always know the one that caused it too. They always got that look. Don't tell me. I'd already know it was them. And took everybody else's fun away. Right? Like, what else you got to do? What else you got to do at a hotel? I mean, the swimming pool's like everything, right? The swimming pool's everything. And then you show up and it's drained. It's like, man, why didn't you pull the plug while they were still in it? Right? Okay. Yeah, the swimming pool's empty. You're you're all upset. You brought your bathing suits and everything. You can't even use them. Sitting outside your door catching some sun. They condemned it. Yeah, exactly. Boy, I've been right for years. Almost two that we know of. Right? We was there when it happened. We thanks to Benny, we had a front row seat. That is funny stuff, man. Oh shoot. Yeah, I bet he did. I bet he did. I'm not lying. I'm praying for you. I bet you he did. That's no lie. I would have been, I've been like alcohol, peroxide, alcohol, Listerine, everything. I would have been like, I'm gonna, I don't care. I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna risk that alcohol running down my butt cheek. Right? I'm gonna risk it. Somebody called it sanitation department. Everybody needs hose down. Oh shit. I can't stop laughing. I go take a sup of pop, choke on it, puff a cigarette, choke on it. Oh shit. Try out some of my goody good, choke on it. Right. Hey, I seen it running across the parking lot with a telephone. Yeah, I want to speak. I want to speak to the Wells probation officer. They need to get the heck out of our hotel. they, the Wells were better than Raid, right? They were better than a can of Raid. Oh shit. That was disgusting, man. I promise you. Donald, Donald looked up to say shh. Shh. He looked up to tell he looked up to say shh, and he was like, oh man. What is this? He showed everybody. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It messed him up so much he had to show everyone. He had to share it, right? I was like, man, we could have did without it. He was sharing it. He was sharing his misery with all of us. He's like, can you all figure it out? I ain't know what's going on here either. Kind of scary if you ask me. Right. Even he got Donald all kinds of confused. Actually, actually, we had to feel a little sorry for him at that moment. Oh shit! I am trying to get my laughing together. I promise you, I am. I can't. Oh gosh. He's like, why can't I just drive? Right? Donald's like, and they wonder why I don't obey the laws. Oh shit. Oh. Candace putting a guy through mental trauma. Oh. All the guys have the bell for this. Oh man. Yeah, yeah, that's true, McBro. She wants to go on Rocky Mountains. Remember what she told Ernie? She's like, I want to go fishing in the dark. Ernie's like, hell no. She gonna eat me. That was funny stuff. Why you? Ernie's like, why are you carrying a fork and a spoon? Ain't you supposed to have a fishing pole? Oh shoot. Oh damn. Poor Ernie. Candace, I brought you pizza. And you said you're hungry. Open the door, Candace. Oops, what the hell was that? Grandma's wheelchair was a booby trap. Granny's Granny's wheelchair got him. He got all tripped up on Granny's wheelchair. He got broke. Right? That was funny stuff, man. Oh Lord. They said people asked, they said, why did JR go around the corner at the hotel? I was like, he had to get over what he just he had to get over what he just hit him in the face coming out that door, right? Candace opened that hotel door and JLR's like, oh my gosh. What's that funky smell? Yeah, yeah. And the building had to hold him up for a minute to get over it. Of course, he's going to run around the corner. Yeah. You'd run too if it happened to you. Yeah. Hey, I'm going to tell you something. You know he did. You know he did. It had to be bad. Even the cops like, you know you can refuse. You know you can refuse, right? Please do. Right? Please, lady. Oh, you gonna put me through this. Wait till I see you on the road. Kick it. All right. That poor officer's probably still in therapy. they, they had to take a few days of paid leave. All right. Look, boss. What we seen outside the room was bad, but you just don't know about inside. Another call comes through. We are not going out. All cars turn off the radio. Oh Lord. Yeah. Yeah, Benny thought he was going to be safe. He's like, Cal, what could you do with no teeth? Right? I little did he know. It's like, do you know the Muffin Man? Right? that's, that's funny stuff. Oh shit. Yeah, Muffin Man. Yeah, I'm Mulberry Lane. This case, I gotta say one thing. This case is definitely had a lot of funny moments in it, right? You gotta give it that. Seek and you shall find. Oh. Oh. I would tell you that is disgusting. It's been it's been a nightmare for some folks, right? It has been a nightmare. I lost a pound. Yeah, looking for love in all the wrong places. Oh, shoot. Remember, remember when Candace came on? Remember she came on live and she was singing a song for Benny. That was funny as hell. That was some funny stuff, right? She was sitting back singing a song for Benny. Yeah, that was that was hilarious. Oh, oh my God. She looked she looked just like Oscar. She looked just like Oscar the Grouch sitting in that chair singing off of Sesame Street. I bet I bet Benny was hiding under his bed. Like, is it over? Somebody tell me it's over. Mom, tell me it's over. Oh, shoot. Yeah, they were singing. When he went down there the first time, they were in the car singing, and I guess, that's where Candace fell in love. He fell in love. And then she came on. Then she came on when I opened the live up to singing the song, right? She opened the live up when he wasn't coming down there. She opened the live up. She was singing, "Lonely, I'm so lonely." Oh, yeah. Come on, Benny. Right? I need you, baby. only, only hers wasn't that good, right? It was more like, I'm lonely, oh so lonely. Oh, Benny, I need you, baby. It was more like that, right? Everybody, Benny was turning 3 different shades of red. Make it stop, Mom. I make it stop. I ain't ever gonna be able to show my face out there again. All right. Right. Man, this is real stuff. This is real truth. We ain't lying. It truly happened. Right. This shit can't be made up. This kind of stuff just can't be made up. You can't make that up. No matter how hard you try. Oh God. Okay. I gotta pull it together. I That's a beautiful walk down memory lane, wasn't it? That's a beautiful walk right down memory lane. Listen, everybody, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to get out here and let everybody get to bed. I know we all got to get up and go to work in the morning. I got to get, I got to get over this laughing. That's what I got to do. Oh, God have mercy. Right? Oh, God. But anyway, I have laughed so much, I'm losing my voice. I am actually losing my voice. Listen, I'm going to let everybody go for the night. Please keep the prayers going up. I know God's answering. I know He's listening. Even God's got a sense of humor, I'm sure. And the Bible says He does. I hope so. But anyway, I'm going to say good night to everybody. I'm going to ask, as I always ask, please, please keep those prayers going up for little Summer. I know God's listening from our lips to His ears. And I know He's going to answer. You know, absolutely. I know Summer's going to be found. Too many prayers being sent up for this case not to be solved. So keep them prayers going up. Keep them going up for one another as well. Sweet Norway, I'm so glad to see you in here tonight. God bless. Much love. I appreciate everybody's here supporting this channel, supporting Summer. And I see the purple hearts already going up for this little girl. And I know wherever she is, God's letting her see how many people love her, how many people care about her. So let's send the support up for Summer. I'm going to play her songs out of here. Always know PG's praying for everybody. I go to church every day. I pray. God bless. Much love, everyone. I appreciate you being here.